So transit to so many San Diegans, it's a vital way to get around. You know, it is their access to jobs and to schools. You know, people are coming across the border every day, and in their pockets, in their wallets, they have their passports and all their documents. Pronto is just like that too. We wanted to create a brand that people feel good about holding this thing up in their wallets. I just like it because it symbolizes that connectivity that transit brings to everybody.
So where you gotta go today? North, south, east, west, MTS got you covered like your daddy's sweater vest. So fresh. Why you fumble through your planes? We just have to ride our compass.
San Diego had to move beyond the Compass card system because the Compass system was just outdated.
We purchased Compass, which is our first smart card system, in 2002. Compass was one of the first smart card systems in the United States. It was a new technology. It helped us to really transition our customers and our passengers into some technology that would advance their ability to access transit.
At the time, we were transitioning from paper products to electronic media.
We went from having paper that you needed to keep track of and scratch off cards to a card-based technology, which for the time was very progressive. And while the Compass system served us well for a number of years, technology outpaced Compass, and our customers have come to expect higher, and MTS provides higher in most other things we do, so why not level our fare system to that as well?
We knew we had to do something, but what to do was the question.
We realized that the new system was going to be a technology-focused system, and we needed to find out what different technologies we could leverage and what was out there and what was the state of affairs with fare system technology and fare collection technology.
We did a lot of research into what we really wanted to have in a new system.
So we had a round table here that we hosted with about 8 other agencies from around all of North America.
We created a concept of operations, which is a living document that really tells us all the different features that we're going to look for in a new system.
The features that were a must for the new fare collection system, of course, an account base, that's critical. The back office being account based.
And what that means is that instead of having a card-based smart card system, you'd still have the smart card as your token in between, but you'd have all of the user and fare information stored in an account in the back office. It's a much more secure technology. It's a lot more flexible for the users. It gives them the power to control their accounts.
Real-time communications was a key component as well, because without real-time communications, you really can't have an account-based fare system. We also required that this system would be cloud hosted. We wanted to ensure the system was PCI compliant, and one of the key cornerstones, we wanted to ensure the system was based on open architecture.
By looking at open source solutions, you can much easier have third-party vendors come in and do add-ons or improvements or enhancements to the system.
We took a lot of time to speak to a lot of agencies who had done versions of what we needed to do, and we learned from them. We're not going into this blindly. We were very strategic in the decisions that we made in terms of what we even included in what our requests for proposals looked like.
We actually went to visit places where each of the proposers were actually in action. The cards were in the hands of customers, or they were about to be deployed.
We got to see different phases of systems. We saw one that was pretty much well established, well in place up in Vancouver. We also got to see one that was still evolving and being built out in Philadelphia. And we got to see one that was kind of somewhere in between, had just gone through a launch phase at TriMet in Portland.
As proposals were received, best and final offers were made. We conducted several rounds of interviews.
And it was the best value for the price. What it gave us was an off-the-shelf product that we knew was already in use in Portland, and it was also going to be deployed in a couple of other United States transit agencies. So for us, it really was a really good fit for what we were looking for.
And they were able to demonstrate their system, I think, the best.
INIT stands for Innovations in Transportation, and it started off in Germany, so the headquarters are in Germany, in Karlsruhe.
We made the step over the huge Atlantic Ocean here into the US, and we are now doing electronic fare collection systems, for instance for Grand Rapids, Nashville, Providence, Tampa.
INIT is a leader in fare collection systems, and especially this newer technology referred to as account-based systems.
Because like this whole e-fare collection project, you can assume that there are many different departments at INIT working at it, and we need to bring them together, making sure that everything's working together.
We have experts in every area of the process. Things you don't think about when you go to just tap your card and get on a bus.
Ticket vending machines, we've got validators, we've got 2 or 3 pieces of hardware on buses, we've got inspector devices, we've got a whole financial module. You know, part of this is to collect fares, and we have to make sure that it rolls up in the back end.
One of the other things that account-based systems allow for, which is a really nice feature, is fare capping.
You don't have to pay for your monthly pass all at the beginning of the month. You can incrementally add to your account, you tap as you go. The system is smart enough to know that you'll never be charged more than a day pass. Same thing in a month. They'll never charge you more than your monthly pass.
Our customers can now seamlessly travel without really having to determine how many times they're going to travel in any given week or month or day.
The web portal that INIT is building gives the customers fantastic control over not only their accounts but family accounts.
It's going to be a really exceptional website that explains it all, that can show you where your account is. It'll keep track of your every ride, so you can see, you can look on the website or on your phone, and you can track your progress toward passes.
I would say our relationship with INIT has been refreshing.
The agency is very nice to work with. You know, MTS has already had a system before, so they're familiar with fare collection systems. This project seems to be a very high priority project for MTS.
It takes a village to raise a fare system. This sort of complexity with hardware, software, and multiple layers of vendors. And to me, this project is very special. I'm very excited. I grew up not too far from here, and for me, you know, taking trolley to my part-time job as a high school student was critical. So for me, it's a way of giving back to my community to ensure that other generations have an even better system than I had at the time.
Branding's not just a name, and it's not a collection of colors, although I really love our Pronto purple too, but it's developing something that people can connect with. With Pronto, it describes the experience that we want people to feel with this new fare collection system, that it's quick and it's convenient and it's like just fast and magical. You know, Pronto, it happens right away.
We also wanted to integrate something that would be understandable by our Spanish-speaking customers as well as our English-speaking customers. It's really a word that is almost universally understood to be one of speed and excitement, and that's why we chose Pronto.
So this is a collaborative effort with North County Transit District. Their color's primarily blue, ours is red, and so when you combine those two, you get purple.
Pronto Purple is so fantastic. It's so easily seeable and noticeable on the platforms and in the stores. It'll be something that when you go to the supermarket and you want to buy your Pronto card, you'll see it because it really does stand out from all the other cards on the rack.
And then we took that one step beyond in that we selected, you know, a font size that's really thick. It's like, we call it the canvas approach. And so inside those letters, we can fill it with all kinds of, you know, community-specific things to celebrate communities. Pronto has, you know, we've got this initial look, but it has so much potential to evolve over time and to really reflect those communities we serve.
The transition is going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a lot of patience from our writers. It's going to take a lot of work on our agency's ends. Ensuring
that people understand how Pronto works and understanding, you know, the differences between it and Compass is going to be extremely important to us.
We're going to be working to get our writers transitioned, getting Pronto cards in your hands so that when the system is live, you have one and you're ready to just switch over.
Anytime you can go out and really meet with your customers and have hands-on experiences and get things from their perspectives, that's important for our job. And while it's going to be tough, there's going to be lots of moving parts. it's going to be fun too, and it's going to be a great experience for us to work with our customers.
Yeah, I think Pronto improves the experience for the rider by keeping things simple. By being able to simply put money on your account through any mechanism you choose, whether it's using the mobile application or the grocery store when you're already there doing your shopping, setting up an automatic balance load, you don't have to think about it with Pronto.
I think what Pronto does for the future of transit in San Diego is it makes transit so much more accessible for everybody. It'll be easy for people who are visiting San Diego to use our transit system. It'll be easy for parents who want to put 4 different Pronto cards in the hands of their children. It'll be easy for all of us to now access transit in a way that we haven't been able to do as easily prior to getting Pronto.